Hello Collective, and welcome in for a reading. This is OAtarot. I'm Samantha and class is in session. I want to show you this new bell I got that is not relevant to this reading, or maybe it is, I don't know. Long time no see. I know I uploaded a video semi-recently. Now I've cut my hair, so yes, I do look different. No, I've not dyed my hair. This is my natural shade, but I'm still thinking of going blonde for fall. How innovative. So I don't exactly know where today's reading is going. I did a reading for TikTok, a 5-minute one. If you want to follow me over there, go right ahead. I assume most of you came from there to begin with. The energy in that reading was akin to a separation of social circles and a reevaluation of social dynamics. So if that resonates for you, this could be your story. I've got a couple notes here to go over before we dive into the cards. So far, silver seems relevant. Some of you could be working with Archangel Michael. Tropical flowers, specifically hibiscus, also lotus and magnolia could be relevant. You could be working with the flower of life or sacred geometry. Sacred sexuality is also potentially being highlighted. That feels more so for the divine feminine collective, but we all have divine masculine and divine feminine in us, so take that as it fits. There is a potential of dragonflies, bees, and butterflies being synchronicities. And when I say synchronicities, I'm not talking about you just see them outside. I mean, that is, of course, something that should be considered, but it is not just that. It would be, seeing the word or seeing images outside of places you would normally see them. I don't know why I want to explain that so much. Maybe I have some new people to the channel, if so, welcome, hello. Again, I'm Samantha. I am a reader, an intuitive, a channeler, and a medium, apparently. So welcome to the channel. As for the rest of the synchronicities, I had a feeling that mudras were going to be important, so maybe I've got some Hindus in here or some Buddhists. I'm pretty sure Buddhists also use mudras, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I have a little dice here that I rolled before beginning, and the first number sequence that came up was 515, but 555 also feels very relevant. Okay, so if either of those resonate with you, again, keep your ears on and your eyes open. The 515 was giving me a feeling of portals, of the Four of Wands, and of transcending illusions as well as lower timelines. We also have a mention, I want to say an honorable mention for the hero's journey as well as Parsifal. I'm actually not too well versed with the story, but that's been coming up for the collective, so if it fits, it fits, okay? I hope you've all been doing very well. I have been living. I've been dealing with some health stuff, as those of you who have been here for a while know. I'm chronically ill. Not gonna make this video about that, but it is what it is, and that's one of the many reasons I've taken a bit of a break from YouTube. But I'm still available for personals, and everybody who sent me an email to check in, thank you. Everyone who's messaged on Instagram or done anything of the sort, thank you. Your care and your concern is extremely appreciated. Thankfully, I'm alive, I'm just a couple inches shorter on the hair, and a bit of an achy girl, but that's fine. It is what it is. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse, so this could potentially be similar energy to what, oh yes, I would say so. I've seen two cards come out face up, so I'm taking these. We've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, which did come out in the TikTok reading, and then the Seven of Swords, which is making me recall the energy of betrayal, possible rumination on the past, possible thinking that patterns are destined to repeat themselves. Something they're bringing up that I didn't mention alongside the flowers was this seems to be a blooming season for the collective. There seems to be an elevation. And I think your guides just want you to know that if you're expecting the worst, you're probably going to get the worst, pardon me. I'm also running on an hour and a half of sleep, so your girl's sleepy. But the key is to temper your expectations while remaining optimistic, I suppose would be the most sufficient way of saying that. Oh, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles out here. That was face down, and they would like me to take it. I was the one who decided that it was not appropriate, but they would like me to. So there is a desire to build, to stabilize oneself, to get routine and structure oriented is what I heard. So this could be you, this could be another. And I just saw the 6 on that die, and now it's a 3. So this is giving me very much the energy of potential partnerships, whether that be romantic, platonic, or otherwise. I guess those are really the only things, but you know, 2 of Pentacles upright, so a juggling, an uncertainty. And we've got a Queen of Cups out here who may be the collective, who may be the person on the other side. This is a water sign or someone who operates really well within the ethers, or normally they do. She's in reverse, so we're gonna find out a bit more about that in a minute. I want to get a couple cards out here for the second line, and then I think we're going to clarify that Queen of Cups in reverse, because whether that's you or another, 1, 2, 3, okay, they want me to take all of these. So we've got a Page of Cups in reverse, which is again signifying a lack of trust, a lack of camaraderie, a disinterest in connection possibly, but it feels as if it is due to past traumas and not necessarily due to current events. I want to say, and I just got a feeling of the news. Also, Good News by Megan Thee Stallion was just highlighted to me, and there was a line from Doja Cat's Urge featuring ASAP Rocky that came up, and the line is what ASAP says, and he says, I peeped how they tried to cancel him, then resubscribed for the membership. So I think that the collective is currently dealing with the illusion or the expectation of things going awry in a 3 of Cups sort of energy. So that's camaraderie, that's collective energy. This could be friends, family, workplace even. And then we've got a Knight of Wands in reverse. So I'm seeing a lack of hope for a forward progression in this matter. Again, it's giving me kind of like eternal pessimist. We've got the Star in reverse. And then the Knight of Swords, okay? So there's they're wanting me to say that you activate your highest timeline by investing your energy, your thought, your emotion in one or the other. So where energy goes, or I should say where attention goes, energy flows. So if you are someone who is entertaining both, don't be surprised if you get both, but also don't be surprised if you get the less ideal outcome, because your uncertainty is an answer. Your silence, your complacency is an answer to the universe. And that's not to say that you need to be delusional or spiritually bypass any sort of emotions that might be coming up. It is just saying that it is in your best interest to choose the highest timeline, because it won't be chosen for you. We live in a free will universe, paradigm, existence. Therefore, your guides won't even give you the highest timeline if it's not something that you've continuously and explicitly chosen through repeated action and focus. So if you need to be a bit of Delulu, then that's okay. That might be your Salulu. We've got the Fool at the bottom of the deck, okay? So again, signifying everything's gonna be all right. The sun's gonna come out tomorrow, but there's possible destruction that needs to happen before that, okay? What's under that? Page of Pentacles in reverse. So again, a distrust for external energies, whether that be people you have history with or it's new people coming in. And I'm seeing something about this Queen of Cups, whether this is you or another, possibly communicating how there is no hope for a situation is what I heard first. That sounds a bit dramatic, but it seems as if there is an emotion. For so long, my phone would be able to maintain one video. That was evidently not realistic. What I was saying is that there seemed to be an emotional response or reaction or trigger, or activation, if you will, that is leading to some sort of harsh, potentially, communication, or has led to harsh communication. I'm going to use the Mother Peace deck in order to clarify this Queen of Cups in reverse. And what they were just highlighting to me was the mother aspect. And this bell says to mother with love, okay? And a Queen of Cups in reverse could certainly be a disjointed, is again the first word I heard. And cruel is also a word that comes to mind. Out of touch, dysregulated mother figure in your life. It doesn't need to actually be a mother figure, but it could be. For some of you, this is a partner or someone you saw as a partner. We've got a Priestess of Swords here, so a Queen of Swords in reverse, which is further clarification if whoever this is isn't quite thinking right, isn't quite in their right mind, even if this is you, pardon me. And we've got the Lovers here with the Seven of Swords in reverse, okay? So this is our second Seven of Swords on the board. For some of you, this could very well be a romantic partner, but for others of you, the Lovers is just simply representing that union of masculine and feminine, so certainly signifying that this could be a parental or family member that's... I'm getting a feeling of them potentially claiming that they're like on the outside, they're being left out, their concerns aren't being heard, that the fun's happening without them. And we've got the Empress here in reverse. So actually I am kind of getting the feeling of this being a mother, because the Empress in reverse could certainly indicate somebody who has built something, has created, given life to an experience, an individual, a business, a project, something of the sort. So, okay, that's a bit more about the Queen of... I want to call her a Queen of Swords as well as a Queen of Wands. She's initially showing up as a Queen of Cups, but she is working with both air and water energy, and they're showing me a tornado or a... whatever they're called when they're on water, a cyclone, I suppose. This person could have a cyclone-like energy. And they're also highlighting the clone part. They could have wanted a clone. They could have wanted you to do things exactly the way they wanted. They expected you to acquiesce to their preferences, their needs, their desires, so on and so forth. Two of Cups here in reverse. They're highlighting the difference between the Lovers and the Two of Cups, which has been a recurring theme for a lot of readers, specifically San Tarot. Hey San, if you're watching this. There is a certain sort of energetic frequency that is supposed to inherently come with anyone who chooses to birth a child into the world, or anything for that matter. That is supposed to be very nurturing, unconditional, loving, kind, caring, down to earth. And I'm seeing that instead of that being received and achieved, what is instead being experienced by most likely the collective is a lack of being on the same page, sort of an inability to share. That could be physical things, that could be emotional things, that could be thoughts. I'm not going to take these, but we've got a Son of Swords here. So, a Knight of Swords, which we do already have on the board. We've got, wow, 3 majors out here in my hand all together. We've got the Strength card, so Leo energy. We've got the Moon, so Cancer, Pisces energy. And again, that's that union of masculine and feminine. And then Judgment. So it seems as if there's a necessary judgment to be passed in this situation. Maybe someone's a bit apprehensive to do so. We've got a Page of Pentacles. This deck refers to them in a different way, and it's just so convoluted to memorize all the different terms for the suits. But all the same, this is a friendship, an olive branch, a new beginning, a optimism for the future, which I think seems to be lacking potentially from everybody. But what I think is, I don't know if I'd said that properly. You will be receiving a Page of Pentacles. This could be a friend, a family member. This could be someone who just wants the best for you and is looking out, is what I heard. Can you tell me a bit more about this Page of Pentacles, please? And I started feeling nauseous, and then the Devil card comes out. So I love that for us. Love that for you, collective. Okay. What I wanted to say is, what are we going to do about this Devil? So maybe this is how you are currently feeling, things you're currently reflecting on. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, so that lady is very pregnant, okay? This could, again, signify that this is someone who quite literally birthed you into the world. And I just felt my stomach drop and a bunch of anxiety. So potentially that experience of addressing somebody that was supposed to be seen as your superior, your organizer, your strong base, they're not quite so. And maybe because of familial dynamics, socialization, you or whoever the story is for doesn't feel quite comfortable with biting the hand that feeds them. Okay, we got the Two of Wands coming out here off the right, which I get as like a fantasy sort of energy with this particular card in this deck. And then that Seven of Pentacles in reverse came back out. So a preoccupation with the past or potential for things to go the same way they have in the past, which from the feeling I'm getting isn't quite so nice. Maybe in the past there has been some sort of confrontation. Maybe at one point there was Three of Swords, a more confident energy that you were able to emulate in order to address the toxicity within another, and potentially that didn't go quite so well. Maybe it even sidetracked you from being able to focus on your own things, and because of that you kind of want to keep the peace. Or again, whoever the story is for wants to keep the peace. Spirit, what else do you need to know? Priestess of Wands, okay. And then we got the Eight of Swords and then the Two of Swords again. So the Eight and the Two of Swords make a Six of Swords energy, or in my eyes also a Ten of Swords. So they're talking to me. None of this will be any news to you. I think what this reading is here for is to motivate someone to step into that strong, feminine, compassionate, but confident energy. Compassionate, but confident. That is the key here. Be sweet, but don't be stupid. Okay, collective? I'm feeling a significant amount of pain around this dynamic experience archetype, potentially even. We've got the Death card here in reverse. So an ending that is being resisted, denied, declined, and also potentially derailed by the presence of another. That Three of Swords came back out, and then we've got the Ten of Swords. So as I was saying, we've got a significant amount of pain here. That's technically 13 swords, okay? And then 10 minus the 3 is the Seven of Swords, which you already have out here twice. So obviously there's a feeling of undercutting behavior, potentially even undercutting energy. This could potentially be a relationship where you gave significantly more than you got. This could be relating to patterns of codependency that stem back to your childhood that were intentionally or unintentionally, but to be honest, for a lot of you, I am feeling intentionally bred in you in order to keep you subservient and in line. Okay, and we've got a sideways Ace of Swords, and what, I don't know if you saw my face, but what they were saying with this Eight of Swords as well is that you see how that individual is stuck within that border and there are those two birds watching? This could potentially relate to both your mother and your father. Also, there was a book that I got yesterday. It's called Awakening by Shakti Gawain. They wanted me to choose a page from this, and it seems weird to do it right now, but they want me to. November 6th, so that could be a date that's relevant for you. I think that would make you a Libra? Scorpio? Scorpio, I think. What this says is how to begin to heal the emotional level. To begin to heal on an emotional level, we have to risk looking at whatever is not working in our lives, and I'm feeling some tingles, so this is exactly why they wanted me to pull this now, because we were just talking about this. There are trouble spots in our lives that are the universe's way of showing us what we need to work on. It could be any number of things. Our physical health, weight issues, relationship problems, financial problems, addiction issues, or a problem child. So maybe for some of you, this is a child, okay? Maybe you are the one who raised someone and you are feeling disheartened by the way they are existing in the world, not because not because you're holding them to a superficial standard, but because there is a lack of emotional maturity and intelligence and openness that you are witnessing, and is kind of giving me the, like, who raised you? Because I thought I raised you, however, your behavior is showing me that you might have, like, been possessed, is when I first heard. Maybe some of you guys are worried about that. Okay. As I was saying, could be causing financial problems, addiction issues, or it's a problem child. And then we have to be willing to dig deeply and get in touch with the feelings that are connected to those trouble spots. We can't avoid those feelings. Once we're willing to receive the teaching in any life situation, our healing process can begin. What is it that is not working in my life? What is it that I need to work on to begin my emotional healing? I am willing to risk looking at that. And I almost say hearing, which makes me think of the potential that maybe this is a message you've received in the past. Maybe you've been told by other people in your sphere of people that there have been some concerns. Maybe there's been an aversion to admitting the reality of the situation, because admitting the reality of the situation feels like it'll disempower you. We have the Magician out here in reverse, and then the Fool in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this is what gave me that feeling of disempowerment, and it's giving me like rock in a hard place sort of energy. You are this Magician collective. 9 of Pentacles upright, which is amazing. This 9 of Pentacles gives me very much the mystic, the seer, the wise one, shamanic sort of energies, and to have that coming out after the Magician reverse is just saying that your independence, it is the path forward. Independence from this person specifically, they're wanting me to clarify, not independence overall. There are people, places, things, resources that are available to assist with the situation. If you feel it's that extreme, it is just up to you to look for those solutions so that you can actively choose that higher timeline. And Ace of Pentacles, again, that's a baby, right? So some of you could feel like you were parenting your parents. Some of you could feel as if you had to parent yourself, and now you my bunny just woke up from her nap and she ran downstairs and did big stretch. Maybe stretching is relevant for some of you. Maybe you need to take distance, you know, push someone back a bit. There is a noticeable intellectual, emotional, spiritual difference between you and whoever this is, and I think that they're aware of it. I think they've been aware of it longer than you've been aware of it, but because you've been successfully conditioned, or you had previously been successfully conditioned into a role of helper, assistant, maybe you were parentified as a child, I lost that thought. Evidently it wasn't important. We got the Temperance out here, again, with 6 of Cups in reverse, and the 7 of Cups. So, both reversals, saying that there is a Ace of Cups at play here, which is signifying, again, how near and dear this relationship, circumstance, individual is / was / has been. Same thing. Again, an hour and a half of sleep, please forgive me, to your heart. However, there is a need to work with all the elements at your disposal. So that is the intellectual, the emotional, the spiritual, and the physical, I suppose, in order to balance the situation that has time and time again shown you that I had initially been told, like, it's not worth the pot to piss in, but then they gave me a feeling of it's not worth the salt you need to throw over your shoulder when this person leaves. It's, hey, it's a waste of time. However, because something has been established in the past and has potentially presented in a very upstanding, authoritarian is the first word that came to mind, and that's not what should be related to the Ten of Pentacles or any of the cups. Any of the cups? Yeah, any of the cards. Oh my god. Give me a second to ground. Oh, that was good. Okay. Someone may have falsely propped themselves up as a divine feminine. They may have wanted to appear as if they were an empress. However, it feels dishonest. It feels intentional and meticulous. So I don't like that energy one bit. We've got the Wheel of Fortune upright. So that I do love. However, we've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So collective, I'm so sorry, but this is no news to you. If this is a story that you're relating to and this is someone that you've been dealing with, it is high time for you to self-actualize away from someone who is counterintuitive to that freedom of yours, okay? It's very simple. They're highlighting a 12, so this could be 12 months out, 12 months from now. This could be a year-long cycle. For some of you, it's a lifelong cycle. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There we go. As I said, not sincere. And then the Eight of Pentacles. So, while a perceived loss may occur in the separation of you and another, I was saying in the TikTok video, it is not a sincere loss. You will need to build elsewhere on your own or with a safe community. However, what was initially presented to you as healthy seems to have been displayed or indoctrinated by someone who has a lot of their own burdens, who could potentially expect others to do the work for them. Let's see, I don't know why I'm feeling called to use so many tarot decks, but let's see if there's any further information. We've got the Eight of Cups here, which is a Saturn Pisces energy, which is what we are currently experiencing astrologically, I think for the next 6 months or so, maybe a bit less than that. This is a 3 to 4 year cycle, so I know I said 12, but think back maybe 3 years, 4 years, and see if I want to say as if, as in like someone is maybe saying like as if they're not going to leave. That might not be the exact terminology that they're using, but that's the energy that they're presenting. They're doubting your ability to look inward and activate your highest timeline because they made sure that you wouldn't, okay? This was, again, conditioning. This was flattery and also insincere again. Okay, can you tell me about this Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Let's see what it is about this foundation that is really messed up, not so good. See, I can tell you that. Oh, okay, well, we got the Eight of Cups in reverse now, so a difficulty with leaving something that has been previously emotionally invested in, but the 8 always leads to the 10 of Cups, so just keep swimming, okay? I'm not going to take this stack. Oh, it's just 2. We've got 7 of Swords, again, King of Wands in reverse. So this could be somebody who fluctuates between hot and cold. They are someone who could either use their intellectual prowess for harming someone, whether that be, you know, speaking ill of another, talking down, insulting, chastising is what I heard, and that's not a word I traditionally use. Split on the Queen of Cups, as well as that Tower, as well as that Justice in reverse, and that Moon. Okay, so I'm feeling for a lot of you this is a parental dynamic. Whether you are the parent or the child in it, put yourself where you fit. But we had the Ace of Pentacles coming out, and I'm hearing ringing. They're really wanting you to focus on this. Eyes on the prize. Be optimistic. Again, invest your emotions, your energy, your future in the future and not in the past. Temperance in reverse. The past has shown you that there is not an equal give and take in this dynamic, and there's a need to look beyond. Again, look to the future, see the light in the distance because it's there, but I think that whoever I'm speaking to can't see it because their head is so down and focused on whatever is, you know, at the front of their mind, and that seems to be the relationship with whomever this karmic like individual, I want to say, is. So they could be extremely karmic, they could be a full-on cluster B personality sort of individual. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I see someone wanting to fix things very sincerely, very desperately, and they're, again, just highlighting, you know, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. So it is time for you to row, row, row your merry boat on, and Tower in reverse. Four of Pentacles. Someone's trying to hold on to that crumbling foundation when they should be plotting, planning. I was going to say scheming, scamming. If you've been here, then you know that's the thing I say on my karmic-y readings. But I don't think they're scheming or scamming here. Someone may say that you've been scheming and scamming. That could relate to I peeped how they tried to cancel him, then resubscribe to the membership, pardon me. This could be an individual who will speak ill on you, but when there is a benefit to association with you, in whatever way, though it seems to relate specifically to stability, they really change their attitude quite quickly, okay? Spirit, is there Six of Pentacles in reverse? I wanted to know specifically about this ace. So that gives us a Five of Pentacles and a adamancy at denying the actuality of a dynamic. Also, they're bringing up the word axiom. I don't know if that's relevant for anyone. We've got Death here. This is needing to take your coins back, take your emotional investment, take your energetic investment back so that you can put it in your piggy bank of your highest timeline. Spirit, is there anything else out here? On the fence, we've got a Six of Swords. So I'm seeing someone considering, thinking, maybe, should I, shan't I? They're highlighting the cloak on this individual, which I think may speak to the fact that you may feel that you need to sneak away from someone. And if that's the case, if you're in an unsafe situation, rev that engine, get the help that you need, talk to professionals. I don't know how extreme the situation is, but I do see that you have the strength and that you will be able to rest and recover from the situation. You just need to get over the hump, okay? The garden beyond the gate. And they're highlighting the fact that implies that there's a gate blocking you from your garden, right? So this person, whoever they may be, is seen as, or is actually blocking you from your truest, most authentic, most abundant self in every sense of the word. The Empress in reverse. And then the King of Pentacles. So maybe I'm talking to a King of Pentacles. That could be a masculine energy for sure, but you don't need to be a man. And we've got the reverse Empress here again. And then the Two of Swords in reverse. So there is a sincere desire to give someone what they potentially gave you in terms of support, in terms of honk and also sirens, and comfort, and it's giving me the feeling of somebody who could have been told by a parent, like, I put a roof over your head, I clothed you, like, you should be thankful, you should, you know? And any relationship that requires guilt to sustain a connection is one that you should run far away from, okay? We've got right place, right time, and divine wisdom that came out. So frankly, collective, if this is your story, I think that you know what you need to do. You just maybe needed an impartial third party who knows nothing about your situation to be like, hey, come on, right? Like, you deserve better and you can get better, but you need to claim your power, okay? And benevolent energy, they're bringing up that compassionate but confident energy again. So a lot of you may have been trying to build up your power, your expression, your confidence in yourself, but experiencing lashback. Even if it's not from this particular individual, it could just be in other circumstances, and you're seeing that people aren't responding to your big, beautiful, bold self. So you want to turn that energy back down. The spirit is wanting you to do almost anything but that. We've got 4. So reference to stability. And as I said at the beginning of this video, the 4 of Wands is feeling relevant. So benevolent change, okay? So we got the benevolent energy and benevolent change. So if there is a separation that needs to take part, do not be cruel, do not be petty, do not be like the person that hurt you, but do what you need to do in the frequency of love. Do everything in life in the frequency of love, and you will be on your highest timeline. It is as simple as that, okay? I don't really feel as if I need to pull anything else, to be honest, collective. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this one deck called Hack Your Nervous System, and we're just gonna see if there's anything in particular that would be beneficial for you to focus on in terms of grounding in that new reality of yours, because I see it very strongly aspected, but you need to believe that it's aspected, and you need to believe it's possible. Don't allow others to tell you how to live your life. They're not you. They can live their life, and if them living their life is detrimental to you living your life, then the only sensible reaction is first to address, attempt a reparation, and if there's no success, you back it up. You back it up, and you close the door behind you, okay? Spirit, can we get 1 card for the collective, please? We got 3, 4, 4, okay. All right, we'll read them all then. We've got Breath of the Heart. Breath of the Heart says, place your hand over your heart space and invite all of your intention to gently rest there. Imagine as you begin to breathe that you are breathing in and out of your heart. Inhale, breath flows into your heart. Exhale, breath flows out of your heart. Repeat 5 times. Now, for the next 1 to 5 minutes, bring to mind a time in which you felt deep peace, love, or gratitude. Notice if you can connect to any of those same feelings in the here and now. If you can, invite them to wash over you. Allow your mind and body to be immersed in the memory of the experience. And it also says, balancing your heart's rhythm pattern through breath practice creates a state called coherence, indicated by increased order and harmony in the mind, body, and soul. Okay, wonderful. Next, we've got rising sun, falling rain. This one says, stand with your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, toes forward, shoulders relaxed. Bring your hands down, relax by your sides. Inhale, turn your palms away from your body and sweep them out, up and around, fingers reaching towards the sky. Exhale, then turn the palms down, elbows pointed right to left, and gently sweep your hands down, tracing the space in front of your body. Relax at the bottom and repeat 5 times. What are you aware of as you finish? And it says, Qigong, pardon me, Qigong practices quickly regulate breathing, slow racing thoughts, and increase mindfulness. So anxiety is very much a potential for some of you, again, especially dealing with possibly a confrontation with someone who's held a lot of power over you for many years. Laugh therapy. Laughter decreases stress hormone levels in the body and gives one a burst of happy ones. How do you find laughter? Silly cat videos, epic fails, connecting with that funny friend, remembering an inside joke. Find your version of funny. They're highlighting how this man, has flowers growing out of his hair. There's a blooming that has been happening inside you, and you haven't allowed it to be seen by the external because it hasn't felt safe. And that makes sense given what I've seen on the board. Skip to my loo. I'm gonna read the card, but it's just giving me that feeling of GTFO, you know? Sorry, I could say it another kinder way, but they're correcting me. How I said it wasn't unkind. I could say it in a way that is less triggering to your ego, but I think a lot of you just need to hear the cold hard facts, okay? Remember being a kid, so happy or excited that you began skipping around? There's science behind that. Skipping is a bridge that easily takes you from a stress response back to a place of feeling playful and connected. Practice for 1 to 3 minutes. Reconnecting with that inner child, finding out what kind of wounds sit within the deepest parts of your soul will help you realize the severity of the situation that you're in or have been in and why you need to, skedaddle, okay? Collective, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. If you want to book me for personal, you can do that. Patreon's down below. I'm going to start posting there a lot more. I think I'm going to do free readings, so go sign up for free. That should be ready to do by the time you see this video. And yeah, we're gonna see what comes out. I might even do an extended, honestly. So let's do that, okay? If you want to see the extended for this video, it's gonna be over on the free side of Patreon. Love you lots. Stay safe, stay sexy, stay sane, and stay psychic. Bye.